And welcome to Playing on the Rooftops. You're listening to me, Matt Ashwell, and we have a special guest host with us today, Stephen Holt. Say hi, Stephen.
Hello, everybody.
Billy isn't here this week. He's gone home to relax and put his feet up and just take a break from university life, which I am doing this weekend as well. And we've got some great music for you today, haven't we, Steve?
Yeah, should all be good. I've added, 5 songs into it? So
5 or 6, yeah.
You may recognise those ones more than the ones Matt's picked out for you.
Yeah, I've, as usual, gone a bit obscure, but a bit classic, trying to keep it fresh. And what have you gone for, Steve?
I've gone for more songs that most people would recognise, especially my mum back home in Manchester, if she's actually bothering to listen.
Hey, there we go. Shout out to all the mums all over the world, especially in Manchester. We've got some great segments for you today as well. We've got another Week in Wrestling. Even though Billy isn't here, we keep the original segments going. And we've got some great tunes for you, one of which is the next tune. Do you know what it is, Steve?
It is Black Knight by Deep Purple.
And we're going to listen to that now. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, remember what happened last week where all the songs would play at the same time and we'd panic a lot? It's happening again.
You're still not professional at this, are you, Matt?
No, well,
all I
did was press play, and there we go. But we're going to try again. So it isn't Black Knight to start. It is your song.
This is the Fake Tales of San Francisco by Arctic Monkeys.
And hopefully this one just plays as normal. Here we go. I think that the radio doesn't like us, Steve.
I think it doesn't like you. My song played perfectly.
Thanks. That's very kind of you to say.
I apologise to all of those who heard the little bit of swearing in the Arctic Monkeys songs.
Hey, I didn't know that it would be in there. You chose the song. And
I assumed you would get the clean version, but obviously not.
Well, I didn't know it was dirty. I didn't know it was dirty to begin with.
It was only 2 words, so
it's fine. I missed it. So I'm sure people working on their essays or whatever you might be doing probably missed it as well. But it's very annoying that the songs are stopping playing because it happened last week. I don't know if you know.
I did hear a rumour about it.
And it's sort of, it really, I don't know. We'll just keep going. We'll keep powering through. Why don't we talk about the winners of the Leaf competition from last week?
Oh yeah, if I remember rightly from your list, it was Rowan, Charles and Johnny.
It was. So not Johnny, sorry, Jenny.
Jenny. Oh, I apologise to Jenny.
There's my E's looking like O's. But there you go. I was going to give out 6 tickets. It was going to be 5 individual leaves, and then the winner of the best leaf was going to get 2. So I had 6 tickets to give away, but only 3 people entered. But I mean, 3 people did enter. So I've decided that it's a tie, and everyone got the best leaf.
Yeah, look at the positives, Matt?
Exactly.
3 people did enter.
I mean, considering our listeners number in the tens of thousands, and but they're mostly abroad, so finding me and giving me a leaf.
I hear we are massive in Thailand.
It's true. We are, and not only Thailand, but also Scotland, which isn't an easy drive down here.
No, nor is it an easy train journey, as I well know.
There you go. And there are many listeners all over the world, but it's just impossible to just bring me a leaf for some of them, which is fine. It's fine. And we still love you.
You really didn't think about the logistics of your competition, did you?
No. But we did have 3 winners, and they've all won 2 tickets to Rags Open Mic Night at Yates Bar and Public House on the 22nd November, which is a Thursday.
Yeah, so congratulations to all the winners, and hopefully we can give away some more tickets today.
We've got another competition coming up later, which we will be talking about. And, we could talk about it now, if you want to talk about it now. We can get it going.
Yeah, this was my idea. Yeah. So basically, we are really uncreative, and we have no idea what competition to do.
Nope, struggling.
So, if you would tweet us in what you think would be a good competition idea, then basically you win the tickets for the best competition idea, and then next week or the week after we will do the competition you suggest.
Yeah, we are giving away 2 tickets again for Rags Open Mic Night, because that's all I have the power to give tickets away to for the best competition. So tweet in at POTR Tone, or Playing on the Rooftops, all one word, if you search us on Twitter. Use the hashtag POTR competition or POTR comp, and just tweet in your competition idea.
Yep, and best of luck to all of you.
Yeah.
And hopefully you are more creative than we are here.
We're going to be checking it through the show, and we'll keep you updated. In the meantime, let's try another song, because that's not the safest option anymore.
Yep. Are you gonna try one of yours again?
It is one of mine.
Merge 2 classics together.
You gotta. It's like a live mashup. That's what we're going for. But yeah, we're gonna try Monster by Imagine Dragons. So here we go. And that was Weezer with My Best Friend, and before that we had the musical stylings of Imagine Dragons playing Monster. Wasn't that a great song?
Yeah, they were okay.
Go on.
I much prefer music from before the noughties, but I can deal with Imagine Dragons.
We'll try our best to accommodate your tastes. I've got plenty of music that came before the 90s coming up. One thing that I should say about Monster by Imagine Dragons is it was used as a wrestling promo for a certain Daniel Bryan.
Very nice link, Matt.
It leads us very nicely into our next segment, The Week in Wrestling.
Yep, I have done my research.
He has.
I have watched SmackDown.
Halloween SmackDown, no less.
It was a very long 1 hour, 22 minutes of my YouTube life.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, as SmackDowns go, because, it's the baby show, you do get a...
The problem I see with WWE is there's not them stars, crossover stars, like you had early 2000s, you had The Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker, Kane, and even if you didn't watch wrestling, you knew about them.
That's true.
Whereas today, there's nobody really like that.
You only really get Randy Orton because of the Vine thing, John Cena because he's been around so long, and then
aside from that,
some of the old ones that are sort of popping up, The Rock's on it once every blue moon and that.
I mean, there are some good youngsters coming through.
Definitely.
I mean, Dean Ambrose,
yeah.
I'm a big fan of his.
And me.
The
Definitely.
Lunatic Fringe, for those of you who don't know.
He's sort of replacing Mick Foley, I think, as the kind of hardcore superstar.
Yeah, the sort of clinically insane, or at least he plays that role.
He plays it well. He does.
He does. Have you ever seen an interview with him?
No.
He stays in character the whole time.
Fantastic. Yeah, I think that's one of the good things about... he was injured for a month. He took a month off to go and shoot a film about a cop that sort of, is good cop goes bad, but for the right reasons kind of thing. And, his acting ability, it isn't wasted on the WWE by any means. He's a wrestling superstar, but, they struck lucky with him, I think.
Yeah, he does seem to be cut above the others. Maybe not as good a wrestler as Roman Reigns.
No, I mean, I think Reigns has sort of he's got a good moveset, has Ambrose.
Yeah.
And Reigns, Reigns is more electrifying to watch.
Yeah, he does get the crowd going a little bit more.
Yeah.
Everyone loves a good Superman punch.
Exactly. Oh, mate, the Superman... It's one thing I'm missing since he had that hernia, is the Superman punch.
Are you going to give the listeners your prediction for when Reigns is coming back?
I think that he's going to come back at the Rumble and win it. And win it. And go, because he was second last... was it Batista won?
Yeah, Batista won last year and Reigns got 12 eliminations.
Exactly, he beat Kane's record. I know you're a big Kane fan.
I am a big Kane fan. I used to be terrified of him. Yeah. My godfather used to put on wrestling when I was around at his house, and I was absolutely terrified of Kane.
I think you've got to watch it when you're young to have any kind of inclination towards it. You rarely meet people that didn't watch it when they're young that watch it now.
Yeah, well, during the Attitude Era. So I told you I did my research.
Yeah, he's done his research, ladies and gents.
Yeah, it was at its pinnacle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
I mean, the sort of peak of my wrestling watching career was 2006, DX returning and tormenting Mr. McMahon. And
isn't that around the time the Brothers of Destruction also had a little comeback?
I think so. I know that The Undertaker was still sort of wrestling semi-regularly. He wasn't, because all he really does now is come back for WrestleMania and the Rumble.
Yeah.
But
I know he won the Rumble in 2007 as well. So it was around that time when he was still quite a significant player in the roster.
Yeah. I mean, he's a great superstar, and it's a shame he's only wrestling less really because he's getting older.
Yeah, I watched WrestleMania last year.
Yeah.
I watched WrestleMania and the Rumble every year. And after he lost to Brock Lesnar, I wish he'd have come out the night after. Just said enough's enough.
Yeah.
I'm finished now. I'm too old for this. Because he is.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit embarrassing to watch him at WrestleMania.
That's true. See, one thing that I was looking forward to that I sort of heard rumoured, but it hasn't really been confirmed or backed up. It's one of those ones that sort of floats around, is that The Undertaker is going to come back and win the Rumble and then beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Sort of not, not maintain his streak, but, undo the damage that was done.
Yeah.
And
cleanse it.
Take the championship and just vacate it. That's it. All he was about was beating Brock Lesnar, is what I've heard. But it could go any way.
I mean, it wouldn't be the worst scenario, but I don't want him to still be coming out when he was, say, Ric Flair's age, still wrestling.
Yeah, Ric Flair was too old. Ric Flair had to go when he went. I think. I mean, he's a great superstar as well, but
I think you should go around the period Triple H is at now.
Yeah, I
think he's playing it right.
He's doing definitely doing the right. It's sort of taking a step to the side. He's not retired. He could come out for a match at any point.
He can still do it when it's necessary, but he's not putting his body on the line every week.
Exactly, and that, I mean, he has taken some pretty bad injuries. He tore his quad, I think, on a Raw taping with Chris Jericho.
Didn't he also have his throat knocked out of place by a 5-star frog splash by RVD?
I think I've heard something like that. I heard someone did. So if it's Triple H, then
it was Triple H. I'm sure of it.
I mean, they do take some punishment. People say it's fake and it's all. I mean, it's not. They're not literally beating the crap out of each other, but they are taking some pretty hard hits.
I mean, everyone's surprised when they actually feel a ring and how solid they actually are, because it's not padded. It's it does take a lot of strain out on the body.
Yeah, one thing that we should mention is that we recently found out a friend of ours has a wrestling ring in his back garden. A boxing ring, but obviously they're pretty much the same thing. That's Dane, by the way. Dane Avery, shout out again, 3rd week running. So when we are, when we go to his in the summer or whatever, we'll have to perfect our moveset.
I can imagine I can come up with a few moves.
Yeah,
I'll be the powerhouse.
Yeah, there's a brilliant series of YouTube videos of these two guys, and they're like, "Don't try this at home unless you're a trained professional." Okay, so here's how you do this move. And so we'll watch a few of them. Try it at home. Break the rules.
We're over 18 now, Matt. We can make our own decisions.
Some of us are over 19 as well, Steve.
Not quite just yet.
No. Well, one of us is, I think. Anyway, without further ado, let's listen to another song, shall we?
I'm not sure what's coming up, but I imagine it's one of yours.
It is one of mine.
I will never have heard of it.
It's from after the noughties.
Then you have no chance.
Sure. I'm sorry about that, though, by the way.
It's okay. I'll learn something new today.
Yeah, this is Jennifer by the Little Comets. Here we go. And welcome back. That was Black Magic Woman by Santana. Great song. Great guitar.
Never heard it, but quite enjoyed it, Matt.
Yeah, I remember it from, I think, Guitar Hero 3. I might be wrong, but...
I was useless at Guitar Hero, so I gave up after one attempt.
Anyone else that's played Guitar Hero 3 specifically will know that all the best songs of ever were on Guitar Hero 3.
Which was the Guitar Hero with a Queen song on it? I'm not sure which one it was.
There's been a couple. I definitely had number 6 that had Bohemian Rhapsody on it.
Yeah, I think that was the one I played because I attempted Bohemian Rhapsody very poorly. and it ruined it for me.
See, I was always one of those guys that you can play a game on hard and struggle with it and get frustrated, or you can play a game on easy and just have a great time.
Oh yeah, you strike me as a man who plays FIFA on amateur.
I don't even play FIFA, but I think that if I did, I would play it on amateur.
Yeah, I play on professional just because. Right. Slight challenge, still win.
Yeah, if you do play FIFA and better than Stephen, please tweet in.
There are very few.
At POTR Tone, #POTR FIFA. Why not? Let's just keep coming up with the
Why not?
hashtags.
And we will play a game, and I will win.
Yeah, there you go. And remember, we've still got the competition. So far, we've had one entry from Mr. Dane Avery.
Once again, gets more of a mention than anyone else on this radio.
But I mean, he listens every week, so you've got to give him credit where credit is due. If you listen every week, maybe you can have a shout out every week as well.
Yep, I assume he'll get one next week, even though you're not on.
I'm not on. Next week we've got Billy and his friend, also called Matt, and I think they're doing a Doctor Who special with music as well. I don't think it's just the Doctor Who theme song, but it might be.
I would happily listen to that theme song all day.
It is
all
good.
night.
Did you ever learn to play it on keyboard?
I did not. I know how to play Farah Jaka on keyboard.
That's pretty good. I only learnt the sort of the dum bit, and would play that. And you remember, like, music lessons, you'd have the keyboards all around the room.
Yep.
And it's like, don't touch the keyboards, and everyone's like playing the keyboards.
I was hoping after you went you were going to go into the synthesizer.
No.
and give us a real taste of what's coming next week.
I'm not complete without the a cappella group that I regularly perform with, actually.
Yeah, I have seen Matt with his a cappella. For those of you who don't know, me and Matt both live in Doughty Villa together.
We do.
So that's how we...
The best villa, some may argue.
By far the best villa, and that's how I know so much detail about Matt and his life.
Yeah, we've shared, though it feels like years. It's been, what, like 7 weeks?
Not even that. 7 weeks on Saturday, is it?
There you go.
So is it? Oh no, it's 2 months on Saturday.
Is it?
The 13th we moved in of September.
No, it's not. That's the week after. I don't know the date anymore. According to my phone, the date is the 5th.
Oh, that's bonfire night.
Happy bonfire night.
How could we forget?
They say, what do they say? Remember, the 5th of November?
And we have just disproved that theory.
Forgot. So it can't be that important.
No.
Let's be honest. You know, guy who? Am I right?
This guy.
This guy. He knows. You had a couple shout-outs to give.
Yes, I do. I, unfortunately, am that uncool that I have to shout out 2 of my mother's friends from work. So, Lynn Ankers and Mandy, I don't know your second name.
It's a great second name.
I know. It is a wonderful second name, but there you go. There's your shout-outs. Hope you're enjoying the show. And, yeah, don't worry. It's only a one-time thing, so
hey,
you
it
won't
might
have
not
to
be.
do it again.
You might not be. You might be able to come back on.
I could do a guest spot.
Yeah.
Just the northern quarter.
Exactly.
Come in, be northern, leave.
Yeah. Playing on the rooftops points north.
Oh, yeah. That's not a bad title, that,
There
actually.
you go. One thing I have to give two people I have to shout out. 2 people I'm seeing this weekend when I go home. Harry Chesterman. His hair is long and his cheekbones are pointy. He's got the jaw structure of a god. So shout out to Harry. And Michael, we had some fun in Thailand, didn't we, fella?
Oh, could be getting some personal stories here.
No, not that kind of fun. Mostly throwing up on, like, stairs and stuff like that after one too many changs. But there you go. That's Thailand for you.
Nope, never been.
Nope.
So I cannot comment on what Thailand is like. Maybe there is a large amount of vomit on stairs. I wouldn't be aware.
There was after we went tearing through it. It was pretty fun. And I didn't actually mention Dane's competition entry, which was the best facial hair, but only girls are allowed to enter, which I think would be funny, but may offend, but would ultimately be more funny than offensive.
Yeah, but that's only because Dane has fantastic facial hair.
As do you, Stephen.
Yeah.
Let's not do yourself less credit.
Yeah, when my mother arrives on Saturday, she will call me a tramp and tell me to shave.
And will you?
As per usual. I will not.
Good man. Keep the beard. It's No Shave November as well, which I am trying to participate in.
Doing a very poor job in comparison.
Well, you've had a few weeks head start, man. Come on, I was clean shaven last week. And
yeah. It's still a bit patchy though, isn't it?
That's very mean of you. Here's a segment that we almost forgot to do last week. Or we did forget, but we're not forgetting this week. Is it too early for Christmas songs? Now, you have to ask me, because I know your answer.
Matthew,
yes.
Is it too early for Christmas songs?
It is too early. And that's the shared opinion of Playing on the Rooftops. What is your opinion?
I am going to say no, it's not too early. Christmas is the best time of year. My birthday's December 22nd, so it's the only time I get to look forward to. So I want it starting as early as possible.
Okay.
As soon as Halloween's done, I want the Christmas tree up. I want Wizard and what's that other Slade, is it?
Slade, yeah.
Yep. I want those playing all the time. East 17,
See,
Rage Against the Machine.
I
all
do
of them.
love Rage Against the Machine for Christmas number 1. That was a great year.
That was an amazing year.
They went on the radio and swore lots, even though they'd been asked not to. But the lyric is "F you, I won't do what you tell me."
It is indeed.
So I don't know what the BBC were expecting.
Yeah.
But there you go.
I mean, a live performance of that wouldn't be complete without the final verse, would it?
No, it would not.
So yeah,
But we won't sing any of the verses.
no, I'm doing very well so far.
Yeah.
I haven't swore once.
That was one thing
My
you were
mother
worried
was
about.
worried about it as well.
Do you want to introduce the next song? It was one of your picks.
If I can find it, yes, it's one of mine. It's a Bob Marley classic. This is "Satisfy My Soul."
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Doghouse Boogie by C6 Steve appears to be on mute or summon, but that's okay because we have plenty to say.
Yep, plenty to talk about. Can I start off?
You had
Keeping with the rhyming theme of A, I would just like to mention that Mandy's second name is Day. I have heard that through the grapevine, and
that's
therefore,
a song by Marvin Gaye,
indeed it is.
and
See,
we'll leave the rhyming there.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, Okay, let's do the biggest story of the week. I feel it's
From Doughty Villa. This is the main headline.
I've only just heard this from you.
Yeah.
It's something that I find truly extraordinary because it's like so embarrassing, but also really cool.
Yep, it is quite embarrassing.
Take us back, fill us in.
So basically, now I've come to unit, I required a job, and luckily I have got one at Domino's Pizza on Bath Road.
A fine culinary establishment.
Feel free to order because I will answer the phone and you'll be able to hear my dulcet tones once again.
Not only can you hear his wonderful voice on Tone Radio at POTR Tone, but you can also call up Domino's Pizza
and have a personalised session.
and just talk to him. Talk to the guy. Order a pizza if you want.
Yep,
But
I've already tried flirting with one woman on the phone.
there you go.
Yep, but basically what happened was somebody else ordered a pizza from the park,
Okay.
and basically names come
That's
up.
where we are, by the way, the park campus.
Yep, and names come up based on how much pizza they've ordered from the park. So number 1 was Dane Avery.
Who we mention a lot.
Number 2 was Sam Carter.
Who is listening in for the first time, usually misses the show due to lectures.
Yep.
But we also hang out with him.
Number 3 is Matt Ashwell.
Check me.
And number 4 is Stephen Holt.
There we go. So the top 4 pizza orders from our university are us.
Yep, we are officially winning.
I feel like I need to order more then.
To take over Dane.
You've got it.
I think you're a long way behind Dane. Dane has ordered a lot of pizza,
Really? Well, he
Yeah.
does do whenever we do feed 4 for £5.
which is a great offer.
Which are
we would recommend to everybody.
Get the fajita wedges in your life.
Oh, they are just the greatest.
They're so good. And they come with like a little salsa.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. But yeah, he does usually order that and then we pay him back.
Yep.
Don't we?
Yeah, I think we're all square in the villa at the minute.
I think we are too. But isn't that just mad?
That we have taken the top 4 spots.
In 7 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever it is, we are the hungriest for pizza at our university.
We are. Dane has in fact just messaged me.
Go on, read it out.
Oh,
This is the beauty of
it's Sam and Dane.
yeah. We've got. They're talking about the pizza. They're just bowled over. They're as bowled over as we are, man.
They are surprised, but us 4 are. We're keeping this uni afloat in terms of Domino's orders.
We're keeping Domino's afloat in terms
Yep.
of uni orders.
Giving me a job.
Yeah, I think if it weren't for us, if it weren't for you, you might not have a job.
Exactly. I like to think I'd give something back to the community.
I like the idea that you might now, when Dane phones in for pizza, change it so that you're ordering it to bump up your numbers. You could do that.
I could do that. I could say, oh yeah, Stephen Holt, up to number 3.
Up to number 3.
I can do all of that.
So
yes, order more pizza, guys,
Yeah.
because then they will give me more shifts. I will get more money, and I'll be a lot happier.
I'll tell you what we could do. We could run a competition over the course of maybe the next semester or the rest of this semester, and if you can jump in the top 4, you know, whoever you may be, if you can order as much pizza as us, we're trying to cut back, I think.
I think we're going to start cutting back.
We ought to, really.
Yeah, but Dane, I would say, is way out ahead of everybody else in terms of pizzas ordered. That man can eat pizza all day and all night.
Oh, mate. He must have, like, legs made of pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
Bones made of stuffed crust.
You think he's just
Muscles
ordering
of
a
cheese.
pizza. He's having a quarter of wedges, a quarter of garlic bread, and a large pizza.
Yeah, half a large pizza and a drink.
Yeah, and he's not even flinching. He just keeps barreling through.
We had one of those, and he goes, "Should we get another?" I seem to remember one time.
Yep, that's a regular feature of our pizza ordering.
It is.
Time.
Anyway, I feel like it's time that we move on from pizza and just pick up the Christmas song segment really quickly for a second, because I'm getting a lot of messages saying that it is never too early for Christmas songs, which I personally do disagree with, only because they're played every year. You get them every year. It doesn't matter what year it is.
We haven't had a good one since Wizard and Slade came out together.
How does Wizard go again? I feel like I know it.
I wish it could be Christmas.
Yeah, see, that's one of my favourites. And the problem with them is they're so catchy, generally speaking, that it's hard to forget them, and you don't want to overplay them in the month or so that you...
Well, I feel that the greatest Christmas number 1 of all time, Rage Against the Machine, is hardly ever played at Christmas anymore.
I
feel like
agree.
it was a one-time thing.
I feel like that's sort of because it was not a Christmas number 1, and then it was made a Christmas number 1, you know?
Yeah, but it should still be played.
It is, yeah, definitely.
Christmas Eve night, it should be what we welcome Santa into our homes with.
Yeah, definitely. The hardcore rock ballad that is not really a ballad, but also fantastic.
Yeah, it is. Deeply political, maybe too political for Christmas.
Maybe too political for Christmas.
Although I do enjoy watching America get very political about Christmas.
I feel that if anything should not be political, it's Christmas. You know, we should all just drop our guns and go play football, kind of thing.
For any listeners out there, I recommend you go and watch America's news segments on the war and Christmas. It is highly entertaining.
So what we're going to try and do now, because the music is so-so, only not as in the not the music's fantastic, but the
whether they're going to play or
whether
not.
they're going to play is, you know, we're basically running on the edge of our teeth, to quote the famous saying.
Who said that?
I think it was Gandhi. Gandhi or someone like Gandhi.
I've never heard that. I've never heard of anyone running on the edge of their teeth.
Well,
all I can say is that person is running incorrectly.
Well, you've obviously never seen Gandhi run. But what we're going to do is we're going to play a song by a friend of mine. His name is Charlie Thomas. I was in a band with him. I played his song the week before last. It's a beautiful song, I think. We're taking the mood down a bit. You know, we're going to chill out a bit more now.
I have also never heard this song, so let's see how much of a downer it does put on them.
Not a doubt. It's a very positive song, but it just sort of, the mood is, you know, it's relaxed,
somber?
It's chilled. Not somber, more, you know, more acoustic. It's an acoustic song.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see how it goes.
But yeah, this is Motion by Charlie Thomas. Let us know what you think.